Okay, so it is now July 8th, and what I want to talk about today is low blood sugars, and not necessarily just low, but severe lows, where you can't really function. Now, I don't really feel any early warning signs. Some people say if I'm low, I flare, but I don't. I've never really consciously heard it, but that's the problem. You see, I don't identify with regular lows, so I guess I have hypoglycemic unawareness. And I will go and I will have continual lows, and it can be problematic. Now, I'll tell you a story. There was a time I had to go for cat litter. And I went to Safeway and I got there. And I had done my blood sugar. I was really low, or what people would classify as low. But, okay, I was about 6.4. So I took a shot of glucagon. Now, glucagon is the opposite to insulin. Your body stores glucagon, or it stores sugar in your liver. Your body produces glucagon, just like it produces insulin, or most people. And glucagon allows the sugar to get into your system. And it's basically the fuel for get my hair away, for the fight or the flight. And I took that, and I went out. I can remember thinking about it after. I can remember going on the SkyTrain. But that's really all I remember. And I guess I was rolling around Safeway for a moment, and then I started crashing into displays, and I ended up in emergency, and my chair followed, and Nico was there, and Nico was in emergency with me. And I was coming through when we got to emergency. I'm getting used to this camera.
Well, there they are.
So I'm sorry if I repeat what I was saying before about severe blood sugars. Now, I do have on this channel, I forget what it's called, but we'll see if I can insert it, of a segment that I took when I was severe low. And this was almost when I was going to pass out. And I think I should have started at 2.9, and it must have dropped even because I was really out of it. And I had the video rolling, and I think that one shows what it's truly like. People have asked us to describe what it's like to have a low blood sugar, and it's really hard to explain. But I think if you watch that video, if I can't insert it, you can take a look down on the videos of the channel and see. Yes, it could be very easily construed as being drunk. And the number of times people have been taken to the drunk tank because they are diabetic who's low. And people have put them into police have put them into the drunk tank, and from that they pass away, or they're severely damaged. And we kind of have to ensure that this doesn't happen. And a lot of police departments now will actually do a finger poke to see what the blood sugar is. And are they truly drunk or do they have a severe low blood sugar? Now, when you have a severe low blood sugar, your body tries to get as much sugar as it can for the brain to keep living. So it shuts down vital organs. And in doing that, that's why you get muscle convulsions. And if I start feeling a low blood sugar, I know that I'm going to drop and pass out if I don't treat it. And I think in the video that I'm talking about in my section, that if you don't treat it soon enough, you will have a severe low blood sugar, and that nothing's worse than waking up and having paramedics trying to put an IV in your arm. And people have been known to punch, to get very aggressive when they come out of a low blood sugar. And, paramedics, nurses, doctors have been punched, kicked, because you don't know what's going on. Your brain is still low of sugar, it hasn't had time to process, and you have a person coming at you with this sharp object to get them into your arm. You're not functioning properly, you don't have enough sugar. So, a severe diabetic with a low blood sugar, it's an emergency. I try to carry glucagon with me at all times. But again, if I'm not, if I can't inject it, then there could be a problem. I'm thinking of making stickers for the boxes and just putting it on there so that anyone can really read on how to do it. It's not a difficult process. You kind of inject it, take the needle, take off the cap, you inject it into the bottle, you withdraw that, and then you inject it into the arm, stomach. And, people are a little leery of injections, but it could save a life. So, if you're severe, make sure have your medical alert on, and make sure people around you know about it. People are so afraid that if they say they're diabetic, they will lose their job. Well, I think those days are gone, especially in our side of the border, Canada. You can't be fired for being a diabetic. But it's your responsibility to take care of yourself. It's responsible of you to let people around you know. Even if you let your boss or you let your best friend know, or somebody that you're with, that you are diabetic, and if you start acting funny, just say, give me sugar. Because if you err on the wrong side and a person is having a high blood sugar attack, giving sugar isn't going to kill them. They're just going to have a little bit more of a high blood sugar. So, if you're a brittle diabetic, you need to take hold and learn how to accommodate. Now, just because you say, yes, I'm going to do it, it may not happen right away. It may take months or years. But you have to be willing to work towards it. No one's going to do it for you. You have to do it. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye now.